Sigismund, by the grace of God, ever august Emperor of the Romans and King of Hungary, Bohemia, Dalmatia, Croatia, etc., summoned a Diet of the realm of St. Stephen at Pressburg in 1435, where once again he attempted to appeal to the nobility's sense of honor and duty, calling on them to agree to changes in their military commitments to the crown beyond the limits of their usual required obligations. The sentiment of the Diet was not with Sigismund. The divide between the king and his subjects was wide. Sigismund had filled his court and high offices of the realm with foreigners and parvenus, people who didn't come from the great houses of the realm or who came from outside of the realm and were given land and office by Sigismund. The most glaring case was Sigismund's old friend and father-in-law, Hermann of Celle, and his son Frederick, Counts of the Holy Roman Empire from outside of the realm of St. Stephen, who, thanks to Sigismund, held vast lands in Slavonia, and on whom Sigismund had just recently bestowed the rank of imperial prince. The estates of the realm of St. Stephen now just waited for Sigismund to die. At private meetings they mocked the king and his cronies for losing Nicopolis, Globus, Dalmatia, countless defeats against the Hussite armies. For them, the king was not a warrior. The despicable coward enjoyed diplomacy, negotiation, intrigue, instead of dying on the field of honor. He wasted time on European matters and his own ambitions, rather than dealing with the Ottoman threat. The king was also introducing these dangerous novelties that went against the laws of the realm and that would drain the pockets, drain the realm of money and manpower for his ambitions. But as they complained, some still maintained proximity to the crown and court, either by living close to the king or accompanying him on his travels, just in case they could influence him in some way. But they all waited, because one thing was certain: Sigismund would die, and then things would change. Until then, another problem was gripping the realm: financial collapse. Sigismund's financial mismanagement led to liquidity problems. When Sigismund attempted to correct the issue by reissuing a new silver currency, it led to a dramatic collapse in the value of silver, and the value of the currency. The monetary collapse had other effects. Because of the rapid devaluation, Bishop Gregory Lepes in Transylvania had not been collecting the church tithe for a few years, and then in 1437, after a new monetary reform passed that corrected the value of the money, he decided to collect on all the arrears that had built up. As the peasants were unable to pay several years of the tithe and taxes to their other seniors, this led to an overwhelming revolt, which quickly spread across the region. The revolting peasantry, after quick initial victories, came to a compromise agreement with their seniors in July of 1437 that saw a great increase in peasant privileges. But this would not be allowed to stand. The Hungarian nobility, the German Saxon burghers, and the shekel warrior class, the three most prominent estates of Transylvania, usually called the nations, formed an alliance against the peasantry and forced them to sign a far less favorable agreement. This new agreement was sent to Sigismund for arbitration and approval. Since 1436, Sigismund had been negotiating with the Bohemian estates about the restoration of his rule in Bohemia. That's where he found himself during the Transylvanian events in 1437. Sigismund von Luxembourg died on his way back from Prague on the 9th of December 1437. When the news of his death reached Transylvania, the three nations in Transylvania turned on the peasantry without restraint. Sigismund von Luxembourg and his wife, Barbara of Celle, had only one child, a daughter, Elizabeth, born in 1409. She was married in 1421 to Duke Albert V von Habsburg of Austria, son of Duke Albert IV, to whom Sigismund had promised the throne in 1402.